You're tuning in to Past Our Prime, a show powered by Squad Locker.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Here are your hosts, retired Astros minor league star Tip Fairchild and former Patriots All-Pro center Dan Copen.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man.
Number 70, Past Our Prime, powered by Squad Locker, as always.
Famous number 70?
Mankins, right?
Yeah, yep.
And today, right now, again, it won't be today when we're listening.
Yeah.
The Patriots Hall of Fame class,
Yep.
2022. So they have a committee of
Former players?
No, I don't think there's any former players. There's some beat writers.
Yep.
I know Tom Curran's in it. I'm pretty sure Paul Perello is in it, and he does.
Is it any radio or TV personalities too?
I'm
or is
not
it only,
sure about the rate. I think it's more writers.
And then what about like not players, but what about Patriots personnel?
Possible.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's on the. I think Perello and Curran are the two people that I know are on the committee. So they come out with. They get a list of names, and I think you have to be retired for 4 years to be considered by the committee. And they tabulate, all right, here's 1 through whatever, how they want to do it. The top 3, then it goes to the fans. And it's a vote after that. And this year was number 70, Mankins, was a finalist. Vrabel, which I believe it is his second time as a finalist.
He didn't get in the first time?
Seymour was last year. So I mean,
was there only one guy a year?
It's it's one guy.
Oh, wow.
And Vince was the other guy, and Vince got voted in. So congrats to Vince.
Yeah, that's a big one.
well deserved, and he deserves the red jacket, and it will be fun to go to.
Yeah, he definitely deserves
that ceremony. Probably they have it in training camp, and then they will do Actually, they might even do it all during a game this year. I don't think they do the training camp. Or
do you keep the red jacket?
Maybe it was COVID or whatever. Yeah, they keep it. I don't know if it's
how long are we gonna have to wait?
Probably a fucking long time.
No, I don't think so.
You know what, though? I mean, it's a good thing, too, because, hey, look, do I think I should probably be considered? Yeah, I probably am being considered, but the good thing is, too, we won a lot, and we had a lot of really good players.
Well, and you're
and they're only letting one person in. So
yeah, but remember the record that you have?
Yeah,
but the record that you have in the NFL, or I think you were. Remember we looked at it. It was like out of a 10-year span, you have the highest winning percentage.
Yeah, see,
for any
Pro
player in the
Football
NFL
Weekly or whatever.
Yeah.
Not Pro Football Weekly, but Football Focus or something.
Or it might have been
PFF
12 years. It might have been 12
whatever,
years overall. You have the highest winning percentage out of any
from
NFL
one timeline to a timeline, or from this date to this date. Yeah, no, I mean, no, Vince deserves it. I mean, he's one of those guys. You can't replace him in what he did with that organization, what he did on the field, and how many championships he won. He was phenomenal. And it was good. I had a great time going against him every day. That was fun.
I bet. Oh, he was
big, you know what,
dude.
though?
He had like a big head.
Yeah, but you don't have this in baseball. Do you have like a brother-in-law pack in baseball? Like,
you
hey,
mean a guy that you play against, so a guy that like I would pitch against, kind of,
right? Be like, hey, is there like an unwritten contract here? I'm not gonna give you my good stuff right now.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm gonna let you hit it because I want you. This is your time, or you know what I mean?
Spring training. It doesn't live during the season because we play every day, right?
Correct.
So we're not like practicing against each other, but during spring training. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a thing, like because you're facing each other,
and
right?
we used to get like yelled at by like our offensive line, like Scar, and be like, he could tell if like, all right, how many agreements do we have out here today? This is bullshit. It's like a pillow fight contest.
So I get it. Yes, we did. It was easier for the pitchers to look good, like brother-in-law feel, like you said. I like that, than the hitters, right? Because I could be like, hey, man, like I'm going to pipe a fastball right here, but they might still miss it, right? Where I can be like, hey, I'm going to throw you a curveball.
I'm going to hang one right here.
No, I can be like, hey, I'm going to throw you a curveball. Just look stupid on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's easier, right? So, yeah, I guess that's out there. I mean, it would be – I tell you, spring training is so competitive, though, a lot of times that it might not – and then we get right into games with other teams. I will tell you, though, that when you face people that you know. So Ryan Crew is one of my best buddies. I was in his wedding in Vegas, the one that I got slapped with a rose.
Was that the one where you started crying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we played on different minor
still on your
league.
phone, isn't it? We should post that.
I know.
Did you already post it?
I could probably find it. We played against each other in the minor leagues, and I do remember him getting up and being like, "Nah, I'm gonna get you out still." You know what I mean? Like, kind of thinking like, "All right, I'm gonna give you one." And I do remember kind of doing that, or talking to him before the game. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna throw a fastball until I get a strike. Like, I'm gonna give you one.
Yep.
And then you're mine.
Yep.
You know, and like I own.
Well, there's times to do it, right? I mean, you've got to pick and choose your spots because you can't do it all the time because you're going to get cut or you're going to piss somebody off. But with Vince, it was always good, and I think he was drafted a year behind me or 2 years behind me. So it was a young guy coming in, big dude, and he was one of those guys that came from Miami and 4 down front. We were playing more of a 3-4 back at that time in 03, 04, 05. And Vince was coming in for the nose, but I knew him. I played against him at, BC versus Miami, and he was one of those 4 down lineman guys that could penetrate. And when you get that big body rolling, he's hard to stop. So I'm coming in at training camp my second, third year with a first-round draft pick, Vince Wilfork, thinking, fuck.
Yeah, this tough, dude.
This is going to be a tough. This is going to be a tough
you
training
might lose
camp.
your job.
This is going to be a tough training camp, and I probably thought I'm going to lose my job every training camp.
Yeah,
there's just no way around it. But he came in, and it was just sort of like we just established things early on. When it was scout team for him, I'd be like, hey, I'm going this way. When it was scout team for the defense was running scout team for us, he'd be like, hey, I'm going to go this way. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm like, all right, cool.
I like your term on that, like a brother-in-law thing.
Brother-in-law pack.
That's funny. Yeah, I like that. I've got another one for you. Just reminded me of something that's kind of fits that mold a little bit. And no guests today. We have a pile of stuff to cover though. And we were on the hot streak there. We got to back off a little bit. We had like 35 years of major sport experience there for a few weeks. But you reminded me of this, Dan. So.
Don't you love how he's always like Dan? He always says your name a little bit.
It makes you feel
connected, like he's really paying attention.
It's a sales technique.
That's a sales technique. It's also a podcasting technique.
It's a husband technique.
Took a class on it. Yes. Yeah. Except I used the
maybe I should do that because I can't remember names. That's probably a good.
It's a good way to do it.
Good tool.
Also, I'm surprised I don't call you Cope. Isn't that surprising?
Yeah.
Because everybody pretty much calls you Cope that I know, but I call him Dan. Like, I don't know.
At least you don't call me Danny. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I'll switch to Cope someday. Also, my name Tip. My real name is Thomas. Some people are asking
switch
me.
To Coke someday?
No, Cope. So people are wondering when I'm going to go by Tom or Thomas. And I'm like, I don't think ever. I'm just going to roll with this train. Roll with the Tip train.
Just the Tip.
Yeah.
Hey, is it a pain for the license?
No. I mean, the only time it's a pain is when somebody calls me by Thomas. I don't look like I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, it's not my name. It's on there, but it's not what I.
You're more of a Thomas than a Tom. You're not a Tom.
You know what's crazy? Is that,
Tom doesn't seem.
You know what's crazy is that I might be switching to Tom or Tommy here, just because of my guy. It isn't surprising. I haven't changed anyway, but we do have the same name, which is amazing.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
What are the chances?
No, here's my story though. So when I got released for a small period of time from Houston and went and played independent ball and then back to Houston. It was like a right after spring training thing, came back after. But when I went and played on a team, it had a lot of veterans because it was the Atlantic League and there's tons of guys that are in the big leagues that are doing exactly what happened like with me. Hey, you get released.
It's kind of like a procedural type thing.
Yeah, you're staying in shape.
We've got to clear a spot for a little bit and we're going to bring you back.
Yeah, and I played against, it was funny, there was a team called the Newark Bears, and I was in New Jersey in Somerset. They had everybody. They had Carl Everett, like he was the best center field for the Red Sox for a long time. Keith Folk was their closer. No, I mean it was like they were loaded. So I go play for this team, and I know the rules and the ins and outs and the unwritten rules of baseball. And I've hit plenty of guys defending a guy, and I've been in those situations where a guy's got hit and like is pissed and he's like, "Can you do something about it?" And it's an unwritten
they come
rule.
up to you and tell you to do it? Okay.
Yeah. And they come up to you and tell you that, or it's like known sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and not a lot of people admit to this, but I'm admitting to this. So gets to be a game. They hit, I can't even remember this player's name, but I remember he was fucking so mad at me. So they hit this guy, and the day before, right? We win the game. They hit him. So the next game's coming up.
You're up the next day.
Yep. Next day's coming up. I'm starting. And I remember after that game being like, I got you. You know what I mean? Being like, we'll get an opportunity tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, which is like me kind of signing off on,
it's going to happen.
Got you, right? Yeah. So I remember getting the heat of the game, and I'm looking for an opportunity. It's just one of those games that you just don't get the right opportunity. And now, thinking back on it, I should have just created the opportunity, right? But at the same time, it's like it's a tight game. It's like I never had like first base open or was in a situation where I could just run somebody, you know? And then I remember one batter, I was like, okay, I'm just going to take a shot here because I got like a number 8 or number 9 hitter up next. But at the same time, I was like, man, I'm not in a great position here. There's no outs, right? So I buzz his tower, but I don't hit him, right? And then I remember I pitched like a great game, 7 innings, whatever. And after the game, I didn't hit anybody.
Yep.
And then after the game, we're going through the line, like the guy like doesn't shake my hand. This guy's on my team, right? Go into the clubhouse, he's like pissed about it. Like get on the bus, he's like, come back here and talk to me. I'm like, okay. I'm like fucking 25 years old. And he's like, you got to bury somebody right there. And I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. And I threw inside on a guy, and knocked him down, right? But I didn't hit him. And if I came right back and hit him, like who knows? And then also, just I didn't have an opportunity in the game. There wasn't a situation for it. And he's like, you got to do it no matter what. And I think back on it, I'm like, man, maybe I should have hit somebody.
Did you ever throw at somebody and miss?
Oh, all the time.
Because that's got to be.
I have one of the most.
Is that hard to do?
Behind him isn't that hard because you never want to hit high. Like and that's known, right? There's a great documentary coming out, that Nolan Ryan one, that's going to be amazing. He's going to tell all on this. But so like what you normally do is I would just try to like leave the ball out there and hit the guy right in the ass, like right in the hip. Like that's the best place that you can do it if you want to pitch in.
It doesn't sound like it's going to hurt very much, does it?
No, it's a message. It's not like I'm not trying to kill the guy.
Scapula back there or whatever.
No, then you're going for the neck and the ear and the head, and that's when you put somebody out.
I got a helmet on.
So you want to throw the ball up and in, but you don't want to bury them up and in. You want to throw it up and in so it knocks them off the plate. But if you're going to hit somebody, you kind of throw it towards their ass. Okay. It's the best way to look at it. So I did that plenty of times. I missed people behind them a lot. You'll see that in games. And then if you come back and you hit them, like you get tossed.
Yeah, you're gone.
Now especially, not as much back in the day, but now for sure. I will say one of the funniest things.
So you let your teammates down that day?
I did. Yeah.
No.
But I think
it's a learning lesson.
It's something that I still think about.
Did it ever happen again though?
No, never.
Okay. Good.
Never. But I also, in my mind, at that moment, I didn't let my teammates down. I was pitching for my teammates also to win a game.
Right. No, I got you.
You know what I mean? No, so it's like one of these weird situations.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, okay, Scar would always tell us, especially during training camp or practices, like no fighting. Mm-hmm. But if there's a fucking fight, everybody's in there. You know what I mean? It's like don't do it, but if it
goes, you have to.
I mean, if you're the one standing outside of it, then there's going to be a problem.
It's a worse problem.
So
got it. Yeah,
that's kind of what you went through there.
So I do have a funny one. I was in a bases loaded situation in extra innings, right? And this is when I was pitching like shit. And bases loaded situation. No, sorry, second and third situation. And they're like, hey, like intentional walk. The game is on the line. I'm in like the bottom of the 12th inning or something like this. And I got to intentionally walk a guy. I hadn't intentionally walked a guy in fucking years, and I hadn't thrown an intentional walk pitch in however long. So I'm like, okay, fuck. I haven't done this in a while. So got runners on second and third. He was a lefty, and I'm like, which is even harder.
Yeah.
Because like I'd rather throw across my body and throw it hard to the outside than lollygagging out to the right.
Yeah.
So first one, I like loop in there. The catcher like catches it, throws it back to me. I'm like, oh, one. Okay. Second one, loop it in there again. It's like low. And he like almost blocks it, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, throws it back. I'm like, oh, two. And he's like, fuck, throw it.
Throw me the ball.
Third one, I hum it in there. Low, bounces, goes to the backstop, run third, scores, the game's over. My worst loss.
That's got to be the worst feeling in the world.
I just walked off. I was like, well, yeah, I guess I got to practice that again.
Okay, I'm not coming up anytime soon. I'm not getting the call.
Sucked.
Can't even freaking intentionally walk a guy.
I remember just how bad that sucked.
Oh, God. Can we get video of that, please? There's got to be a video somewhere of that.
You know what?
That
I bet there's. I bet
that might be one of the better stories you've told.
Lose
the game on an intentional walk.
It's so bad.
By the way, it's so easy. I can see how. Like you've done it probably. I mean,
well, it's like.
Do you practice that? Do you guys actually practice that, or is that
apparently not?
Or is that just playing catch? That should be just playing catch.
It's playing catch, but it's also just something that you probably do a tiny bit in spring training just to get the feel with the catcher and stuff, and then you never do it again.
Yeah,
right.
It's just playing catch.
And then you get in a situation where it's like the bottom of the 12th inning, and there's a runner on third, and you got to do it, and you're like, shit. I haven't done this in a while. You start thinking about it, and you're like, oh, yeah, that sucked. Travis might have the ability. Travis Anderson, he does gloves, and he listens. He might have the ability to find that video.
Okay. That would be fun.
This is a double Somerset Patriots episode here. We'll have to maybe find some people to bring on from there. That was a fun time. Some crazy guys on that team.
I bet.
Some guys that were crazy.
Baseball players are known to be a little out of hand.
Saltiness too, like guys that have been in the big leagues and then are in like, like independent ball, trying to like figure out like what's next, or can I get hot real quick and get one more contract, right?
But however, though, I mean, some of those guys are still being paid on the original contract, so you don't feel you don't feel bad for those.
I
guys.
never felt bad for anybody who had an ounce of time. I was like, nope, don't feel bad for you.
Screw you.
Yeah. So, couple things. We're going to a big event tonight, Max.
Oh.
Talk to me, Goose.
First?
Talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, good. We do have trivia coming up too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is a huge episode.
A little bit.
This might be a 3-hour episode. Jared.
Friend of the program.
Bachelor Nation. And Ashley, we should probably bring her on instead of him.
Probably.
She's got like 10 million followers. She's like she's the real hero.
We can ask her tonight.
We will. Put something up about Top Gun. I was like, hey, Dan and I and probably Max, we're going to go to the opening day.
Which is supposed to be, or it is, Saturday, May 27th. No, Friday, May 27th.
That's right. There's 11 o'clock matinee at the Apple Cinemas over here right beside our office. And I said, hey, if you want to come, we're going to go to the 11.
We're going to have a group date.
Yeah, let's go.
Just the boys.
Why not?
Hey, playing with the boys?
Oh, great
song.
Plug that into this, Max. Just now, playing with them boys. That's a good jam. So every
time he sings, I just get flustered
because you didn't know that I could sing.
No, it's just
voice of a generation. So he sends me a message back. He hearts it, and then he says can't wait.
He hearts it.
We'll talk about that next. So then the next morning, he's like, hey, I got a private showing for this. Look at this poster. He sends me the thing. It's so funny. It's like, we invite you to a red carpet experience, private showing. So he's like, you guys should come. So I was like, text Dan, text Max. Boom, we're going tonight. So we're getting in on Top Gun 10 days early.
It's going to be a special night.
I think it might be.
Top Gun is all-time top 5.
Did you see the Rotten Tomatoes score in the movie?
That's what I heard. I think I saw one of Jared's posts or whatever. He's either talking about Brady right now or he's talking about Top Gun. Yeah, so he's big into it. And he said on the ratings and the reviews are off the charts.
The Rotten Tomatoes score on this is 100%.
It's 97. Let's not get carried away. Yes, it's 97.
I thought I saw 100 yesterday.
Well, I think it's 97.
I mean, which is remarkable anyway. Shawshank Redemption is 80% Rotten Tomatoes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's it? That's a top 5.
Absolutely. That is a get busy living or get busy dying.
It's only
Dan's correct,
80%.
97?
Thank you.
It went down a little bit.
The
What's Shawshank?
so we've been waiting 2 years for this. This was a COVID.
This is before I even met you.
This was supposed to be out in summer of 2020, I believe. This was a COVID pushback for 2 goddamn years.
It was supposed to be out May 2020.
I think so.
And COVID hit, nothing happened. And then they just didn't. They decided not to do what a lot of movies did and release it on like HBO Max or something like that.
I'm kind of glad they.
But then you would have assumed it would have happened last year. Didn't. I mean, and then they waited. It wasn't like they waited till the fall. They waited another whole year, and now we're in 2 years out. And I've been pumped to see this for a long time. So
and Shawshank is 91.
Shawshank's 91.
You're way off on
Check what's another movie? Pick another one.
Good Will Hunting.
One of my that's a top 5. I think that is number 1 for me.
That's number 1.
That's a 98%.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that should
that's
be.
number 1.
What about Jaws?
I'm not going to put that in the top 10.
It's not a top 5 or
Not
10
top-
for me,
not
but
10.
it's
You want to guess?
85.
what was that close? 86.
Closest without going over?
Yeah, was it 84?
It's 98.
Oh, no shit.
Jaws?
I have to go back and watch that one again.
Pick a bad movie. Hang on. What about the Replacements? From
Is that bad though?
From your trivia last
All right, you want to guess this one?
75.
With the Replacements? Shit, I'm going to go 80.
41.
41.
Wow, that's
I don't think it's that bad of a movie.
That's bad. What's a nice movie that you really like, Dan? Like, don't think about.
I just named 3 of them. Top Gun.
No. Don't think
Shawshank.
about. Try to go outside of.
Braveheart.
That's got to be high.
Braveheart or
That's gotta be high. Patriot?
No. Gladiator.
Gladiator's got to be 98 or 9.
Gladiator. 98. 92.
78.
Gladiator's 78.
Get
no
out of
shit.
town. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What about Braveheart?
We got to ask the listeners on this one, Max. Send us in a movie. Well, I guess they could just Google it themselves.
What do you think?
Braveheart, 90.
88.
76.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about Saving Private Ryan?
What are we all, war movies? Like, what about oh, I got one for you. I got one more. It's a Tom Cruise movie too.
What do you got for Saving Private Ryan? What do you think?
95.
Yeah.
Pretty close, 93.
Yeah. Give me what's the Days of Thunder.
That's a good one.
It's a great movie.
I bet you that's probably in the 60s.
Robin's Racing.
It's probably even lower, but I think it's 100.
Harry Hogg.
I think it's 100.
It's way lower than 60.
It's probably 20.
40s.
38.
Oh, yeah, that's a great movie.
That
too.
movie, I could watch that movie 1,000. What
about
Rains?
What about the Santa Claus? just get away. Santa Claus. Tim Allen.
You secretly love that movie, don't you?
He gets fat like you.
Here we go.
I think you're turning into a
For a Christmas movie.
I've lost
This is
5
pretty
pounds.
good. 73.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I
So
don't feel that bad.
that's Rotten Tomatoes.
While we're
with
on
Tip and Dan.
statistics and going back to Dan's Hall of Fame campaign, this guy is number 3 on winning percentage,
all time.
all-time NFL. And
Who's number 1 and 2? Brady.
Mike Colon from the Dolphins.
What
I
year?
think from like the 80s
Okay.
when they were going.
Oh,
nuts.
yeah.
And then Ty Warren.
Yeah, Ty Warren is the one that I remember was above you.
You have more games than him, though.
Yeah.
So his
We're-
percentage is higher, but
That's
you have
right.
more games.
You have more games.
Ty and I,
You have-
same draft class.
You have the most games and the highest. Like, if you were to take
Right.
the most games, you have the highest percentage.
Okay.
Oh.
What was that? Pro Football Focus or something like that?
StatMuse.
Yeah, I remember that. That's
new
wild. Number 3 all time.
Hey,
Congrats.
I was very lucky.
Yeah, you played.
Played with a lot of good dudes and won a lot of games and
Sounds like the
just did my part.
Dan cliche Copen over there.
Absolutely. what am I going to say? That's why there's a log jam getting in the Patriots Hall of Fame.
There is. There's a huge log jam.
Which there
getting in
should
that
be.
thing.
There's
Yeah,
a ton
Randy,
of-
is Moss in yet?
I don't think he's in yet. Wes isn't in yet. Vrabel's not
Wes
in
isn't
yet.
in either? Wow.
Let me just
Asante
read you off
Samuel.
the last names quick. There's 25 players listed here.
that are not in?
No. That are the the winning percentage.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going to recognize 95% of them from
it's
the
all
Patriots.
Patriots.
It's Light, it's Mankins.
Yep, Vollmer.
That 10-year, well, because it's, if the career is 10 years, right? Like these guys just lived in the 10-year like time of winning 15 games a year, right? Like that's how it works. So good. What else we have, Max? So we're going to Top Gun. You're coming with us. You're going to wear your flight suit?
If I can find it. I think it's
If
in the
you
garage.
come there in the flight suit and the jacket, that will be
The jacket,
all
I
time.
know where it is. The jacket.
I'm going to sit somewhere else, but
Yeah.
But
Actually,
that-
if you just came in the actually, you know what you should do? The acid wash jeans, white T-shirt,
I might bring my bike.
and the thing. Just ride in on your like Huffy. That's a good idea.
I'm going to go take a shower.
Yeah, yeah. You take a shower. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I love that. That would be great. So we're gonna have fun tonight. It's gonna be fun. There's a lot happening too. This is the time of year that sports are crazy. We talked about it last episode. The Bruins are out. Game 7 loss. Jekyll and Hyde team. They were good and bad.
Yeah.
People go crazy about them. I
think they had a good season. First round exit obviously isn't what you want, but when you take a look at the Carolina team, they're unbelievable at home.
Yeah.
Unbelievable at home. I mean, they did not get beat down Raleigh very often. They've won all 4 down there, and when you go down 2-0 in a game 7,
technically how a series should work, right? You won home.
There was like 4 game 7s.
Crazy
Which
basketball
is
too.
phenomenal. Basketball sucks.
Oh, well, Celtics.
No
won.
offense to anybody that likes basketball. It's fine, but
it's not like watching the March Madness.
it's not anywhere close. Like you take a look at the hockey guys and how they play every game, and you think like NBA and they'll get. It seem like they'll make give more effort or play defense. They don't. They don't. They just sit back, and now they launch 23s a game, and whoever makes the most of them usually wins. And
probably right.
But I will say about the Celtics is they actually do try and play the right way. I think they're well coached. I think they try hard on defense. From what I have seen, they're
Scrappy.
not. They are. If I liked NBA basketball, that would be a team out. That would be. That's like us growing up.
Absolutely.
Hard nose.
And then also,
But
how good?
But
was
if
Larry
there was
Bird?
Game
How
7
good
or
was
whatever,
Larry
if
Bird?
there's a Game 7 Celtics on there, and Game 7 versus Calgary and Edmonton or whatever,
you'd watch the hockey?
I'd watch hockey.
Yeah, no, it's fast.
I'd
so
watch
fast.
the NBA draft. I'd watch the WNBA.
You know
draft.
what I also, you know what also I don't understand is like the basketball crowd feels like it gets rocking, but nothing like an ice hockey rink.
Oh, nothing.
People are going bananas. The towels are flying all over the place.
Here's another question I have.
Who are we gonna ask?
You.
Everybody?
Or Max. Max doesn't really watch NBA either. But like, if you're up 15, 20 points, that seems like insurmountable.
It's
but
not.
it seems like it happens every game.
Wasn't
and
there-
even if it's in the playoff game,
Teams go on crazy runs in the NBA.
the officials,
They're
have
on
to help.
they're on the dole.
they have to keep it close or whatever.
They have to. I agree with you. I think that there's a lot of hockey. I don't feel like you can rig as much. I feel like basketball. We know that basketball was rigged for a while. The referees were doing all kinds of stuff. So it doesn't mean it's not still happening.
Like, there's got to be something from the office, like, hey, we got to keep this one close, or we want to extend this one, or whatever. And it's just it's not a good sport to watch right now.
Yeah, it's not that fun. But the Celtics are in. The Celtics are fun to watch, especially at home. The place rocks. It's Boston. It's fun. Also, the Preakness is coming up. And you just told me, I just found out just now, that Rich Strike, the fastest horse I've ever seen in my life, in that aerial video, the thing looked like it got shot. It was like when you like give somebody smelling salts, or like you hit them with
It's kind of like something him and Harry work on together. It's called dragging, right? Remember that in Days of Thunder?
Drafting.
Drafting with Nicole Kidman.
Yes,
It's called drafting. You and Harry do this together?
Yeah, with the sugar packets.
The sugar packets.
Yeah, that's a great scene. That movie's awesome. That's a great movie. I can't believe that's 38 or whatever you said. So Preakness is coming. The best horses in running, which makes it suck.
You want to see the Triple Crown.
That's the whole point of rolling through. I mean, I love betting though, and I love horse racing.
Still a great day of races.
Still awesome.
Everybody's going to have a great time, but you do want the trip. So why
you don't have the lead up though?
Yeah, but so
the horse that just won, like that's the whole thing.
I get it, but he wasn't the favorite. So my feeling is if he runs and he doesn't do as well, then his
worth less, right?
Right.
Like the studding factor is worth less. I don't know.
That's my guess. Or he got hurt in the Derby and they don't want to push him, and they'll save him for the Belmont.
You ready for conspiracy theory tip? Yes. Come out.
Yes.
He tested positive.
You would have heard that by now.
I know, but I think they're hiding it because they need it in horse racing right now.
He was 80-1. I remember going to, I forget the year Mind That Bird won, but Mind That Bird was
that was 50-1. This was
50-1, and long shot Lonnie Paxton always puts
money on the long shot.
Always, and it's every few years.
Did he do it on?
I think he put 200 on him this year.
It's a big win.
That's $16,000.
That's a big win.
I don't know how much he put out. Like, I mean, if it's 20 horse field, so you're going to get
a big win.
10 horses, 200 each. At the long shots, that's $2,000 down.
Long shot Lonnie.
Long shot Lonnie.
So this does remind me of one other story before we get into trivia too. My buddy Chris Blazik. All right, this is one of my all-time favorites of a story with a group message, and we'll bring him on. He pitched for the Astros
because we only have NFL players and pitchers on.
That's all we do. And so we've been in this group message for a long time. Me, Brad James, Chris Blazik, Casey Hudspeth. And Casey Hudspeth has an unbelievable story too about we went to Vegas and we put him up on the stage at the peep show thing with the Playboy what do you call it, like a show. It was like an actual show, like at Planet Hollywood or whatever, but it was like with all the models and everything. And he had the next time he pitched, like we flew back on a private jet. He had a pitch the next day, and he had like a heart problem, and he like fell down on the mountain. We were worried about him. We thought he was gonna die. I had to like fly to the hospital.
Yeah,
to go see him.
That's not funny. That's not funny, Tip.
When he tells the story though, it'll be funny. Right. Like, because he said, I want to tell the story. I said, okay, I'll bring you on someday. Anyway, Chris Blazik, he's the ultimate horse killer. Every time he bets, this is not like long shot Lonnie where he wins. He bet on like Big Brown. Big Brown's dead. It was like he like died in the race, basically. It was not good. We were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is all time. And then he had the favorite, like 2 races in a row for the Derby and like the Preakness. And we were in Lexington, remember, too. So horse racing was huge. So we go to Tulsa, Oklahoma in AA. It's me, Brad James, Casey Blazik. Our stadium is backed up to a horse track, like one of the ones that you see on TVG, right? Like Scarborough Downs in Maine or Dover Downs, right?
Yep.
So we walk over to the rail before we get on the bus. And we're like, I don't know, sorry, PETA people are going to be pissed at this story, by the way, but I'm letting it rip. So so we walk over to the rail, and we're like, we can't get over and bet. But we have
enough trouble getting normal followers. You think PETA's fucking listening?
Well, let's get the people who are against PETA, I guess, on this. So anyway, we walk over to the railing, and we're not able to bet at the window, so we're just bet with each other. So we're like, okay, $20, the red horse wins, right? The one with the red silks. $20, the purple horse. So we bet on the horses. Blazik picks the green horse. So horses are coming around the corner. Green horse out in front, burning people, collapses onto the track. All the horses go by. They bring out the curtain thing. The horse died.
No.
Literally right in front of us.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Like, and then he had Medina Spirit. Medina Spirit died after the last year, 2 years ago with
yeah.
He's the horse killer. That's what we call him.
All right.
So we'll bring him on. But unreal down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Poor horse. Don't even know the name of the guy.
So you want to bring Wilfork in before the Belmont, or you want to bring him on?
We should actually do it.
Because Wilfork's actually a legit handicapper.
No, we should bring him on to be the guest. Blazik's a wet blanket. He's worth like two minutes of
So whatever
story.
he says, just do the opposite.
Yeah, don't even come
sometimes
close.
That works.
Bet on that horse to not make it. Like that's
not going to
huge odds.
So, bets on the side.
Yeah.
I bet
That's a big one.
Will this horse finish the race?
Will the horse finish? No. Blazik is the ultimate horse mush. Last thing is PGA, right? So the PGA Championships this weekend.
Correct.
I mean, it's not the last thing, but it's another big event coming up. You picked your 3.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to talk about the scale too?
I was wondering if you want to tell.
We will.
Tell everybody about the new you.
New me is coming out big. Let's go with PGA first.
Because this is going to be quick.
PGA, who are you picking? You pick 3.
I got 3 in that year-long majors pool, and it's strictly about money earnings.
And you're taking this time. You're taking
Scheffler.
Yep.
Morikawa.
Yep.
And you gave me Spieth.
I think Spieth is a good pick.
So, and you can only use one guy once.
Yep.
So I use Cam Smith, JT, and Rahm for the Masters.
And you'll take Koepka in the U.S. Open. Smart move.
Yep.
So I would say I'm going to go with Justin Thomas. I know you already took him, but if I'm going to pick a couple guys, Justin Thomas, Spieth, and I'm also saying.
Do you go against Scheffler though?
I'm also ready for my last pick. Tiger.
No.
Yep.
I love it.
He looks like a beast.
He said he's getting stronger too. I love it.
Huge. Like he's rugged.
You know what I mean? Just that's America. You want to come back? You want a
comeback story? That's it.
You want to just admit it, apologize, and we will forgive you.
That we will. But actually, I don't even want him to. I want the old Tiger back where he wouldn't apologize. Way back, 2006 Tiger.
Well, speaking
Remember, because people thought that him apologizing and being like so public about apologies and stuff, they're like, well, he lost his edge. What if he was like, I'm not apologizing?
People would still hate him.
That's right. I think people still hate him anyway.
Nah,
he is becoming a little more lovable. You're right.
I think you get softer as you age. Correct.
As you can tell,
literally softer.
So right now, okay. So to the,
I don't.
It's been tough.
I like the Tiger.
Okay.
Fucker made the cut at the Masters in his first.
Taking the Tiger.
Got no problem with that.
You called him the Tiger. I like that. Good. Okay. So we got a scale in the office. Dan and I are doing. I'm on day 2 of eating well, which is huge. Raisin bread, bagels, cinnamon bread, loaves of bread, marshmallow, like the stuff. Like I'm just comfort eating right now. There's a lot going on. We got a lot happening in the business right now, and like I just am not. I don't have time. So I am back on it now. I'm doing the black coffee, eggs, tuna fish packets, and then meat and spinach.
What made this? Because
there was a picture.
Max has heard this.
Don't post the picture.
Max. Oh God, can we do? Max has heard this for how long? Is he saying like I'm back? I'm on it. How long?
No.
One?
I've never said I'm back. I'm telling you,
you said we're gonna go. We're gonna wait. We're gonna do a challenge.
No, we've
whatever.
done some.
This isn't a challenge, correct?
No, this is just long-term health.
Because this is a lifestyle
Which in
change.
itself is a challenge.
Like,
all right, I'm in on this too. And if anybody sees me eating shit, feel free to say something.
I've already told Amelia, our executive assistant, she like sends out like a lunch thing. I said, if I ask for lunch, you don't order any. Like that's what I told her. I said, do not order anything. Don't get any baguettes. Baguettes are what screw me. And I'm after it. I'm down some right now. Dan does weigh 5 pounds less than me right now.
Actually, it's probably more like 7 or 8.
No, it's 5. We just did it. We did it 2 seconds ago.
Probably 7 or 8.
There's a lot of people too, though, that are in on this that have they've added some pounds. A lot of guys I play golf with.
Who?
I don't want to name any names.
Who's coming now? Who are?
Oh,
they're
on it heavy. Yeah,
I'm not naming names, but we're gonna throw them out there.
Yeah, give you their addresses. We're all on it right now. And it's not like we're not doing a competition. We just need to do this for our life. And I told you
why I'm doing it though?
Why? Why are you doing it?
Because I won't be able to live with myself if you get all like trim and like jacked up and I'm just still this.
I know.
I'll be like, God damn it.
I really think I'm going for it this time and getting jacked. And just I'm looking in the mirror in the morning. And
there's no chance he's jacked though. He just wants to be healthier.
Yeah, just healthier.
Who is it? Skinny fat.
Shoulders.
Not skinny fat. That's a bad.
Skinny fat's tough. I need just arms, shoulders, not as big of a gut, like that stuff. Just eating right. If I get to 215, you guys will actually think that I'm too skinny. I promise you. Like like 215 is really skinny for a guy that's above 6'2".
That's like 50 pounds away.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's closer to 50 than 40.
Yes, you're right. So anyway.
Let's start with a number that's actually attainable.
But you've always known the last few years that, like, I've always been right about 230. Like, 230 is my weight.
You've shot up in the last year. Yes, you have.
You shoot, and you're like a yo-yo.
I'm not a yo-yo anymore.
But you're a 20-pound. You're a 20-pound yo-yo. Because you might do 10 pounds in a weekend.
I could fluctuate 240 to 260 pretty easily.
That's right.
I have been maintaining around 250 for a while, so I'm hoping that helps.
255.
I'm 250 this morning.
Okay. All right. So.
All right. I'll give you 250. The last couple months, I'll give you 250.
I'm gonna catch you,
but it was still lower than you. That's all that matters.
So, but I'll catch and go buy you by Tuesday.
No way.
Yeah, I'll go buy you on Tuesday.
Name a challenge you've beaten me at.
Better looking.
That's fine. You can have that. I don't care.
No, I'm going by you.
You're not
tomorrow.
going by you.
I mean, not tomorrow. I'm
tomorrow?
going by. Sorry, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
In 1 week.
Next Tuesday, I'll be lower than you.
No chance.
Yeah, you will.
No way.
This went from tomorrow to next week.
No. I meant to say what is tomorrow.
He said Tuesday.
Oh, gotcha.
So Tuesday next week.
The 24th.
The 24th.
All right.
I'll be less than you.
Okay. I love it.
Max.
You're going to get
Are you trying to gain weight right now?
You're going to get like a coffee enema the night before.
No. I'm just going to do what I'm telling you what I'm doing. And then you tell me, okay? I'm waking up in the morning and I'm looking in the mirror. And that's my only competition. Me and the guy in the mirror. And you know what? That guy in the mirror, he's a tough son of a bitch, Max. He's a tough son of a bitch. And that's my competition. Okay? What are you trying to do?
Nothing crazy. If I gain weight, I gain weight. I want to gain muscle, going that way.
Wedding coming up, though.
That's why you go with JD.
Yeah.
That's why you go with JD.
JD just doesn't even work out. Just in shape.
Just so stupid.
It works out.
Wait, what's going on with the wedding, though? You were trying to go up a little bit? Down a little bit? What are you trying to do?
Tone up a little bit?
You're trying to get, like jacked.
Yeah. Should
all right.
build out those shoulders a little bit.
By the way.
Can that happen before the flight suit comes on tonight?
Oh, I can't wait to see you in that outfit. It's going to be funny. So, anyway, we got a scale in here. Dan and I have been doing some uphill treadmill walking.
Which I thought I was going to hate it. I actually kind of like it.
No, I watched a TV show and you sweat your ass off.
You do sweat.
Yeah. So that is a great workout. That's a known workout to
I hope so.
Get in the fat burning zone.
I hope so. Because it feels like I should be just running like 3 miles on the treadmill. That'd be better for me. But I understand what you're saying about the heart rate, being in the zone, longer time, burning more.
Yeah, less hard
Makes
on the
sense.
knees.
But I want to change it up too, because like I invited you this morning to hot yoga.
I don't
do
hot yoga. No, I don't.
No
do
show.
I did have during the member. I wasn't playing great, but I figured out a couple things, and Hennessy pulled me aside.
That's great.
He pulled me aside and he's like, "We got to get you back."
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yes.
If anybody pulls you aside and the first words out of their mouth are you okay?
Yeah.
You know you're not doing something right.
Yeah. He gave me like, a little concerned, like,
you look like shit. You're playing like shit.
You're not playing well. Like, it was more of an like a wellness check. It wasn't like a golf wellness check. It was just a regular standard old wellness check.
I've got a room. I've got a couple couches. Let's just sit down and have a chat.
Also, Stevie and I are partners in the member, and we're almost identical weight right now. Same to like the pound, basically. 510 pound cart.
It's working.
That cart was like, it was grinding. It was number 27 this week. So,
all right.
Yeah, a lot happening with
the
that.
The boys are back. And it's just going to be a shredathon or shedding.
Shred. I mean, I've got a few big things coming up. So I've got, what's first? You have a big member guest. So you're trying to get toned up for that.
June 22nd is my first deadline.
June 22nd.
And it doesn't have. I don't.
There's no deadline. This is not a
deadline.
We're going to keep on going.
This is no deadline. I just want to notice an improvement on different things. I want to do the walk. I want to do the treadmill. I want to do the bike occasionally now.
That's right. I agree.
And I want to lift weight. I want to do all of those things.
Arms.
So just biceps, just guns.
Yeah.
so there's an overall improvement in my I had my annual today.
Everything go well?
I didn't get the balls checked. I don't know. I mean, usually you get to turn the head and cough. I figured I'll take that
I
as
don't
a
think
good.
they're doing that as much anymore.
I'll take that as a good sign. And be like, okay, you're good.
I think they're expecting you to do that more.
Well, I'll notice if there's something in there, I guess, right? But
Yeah.
the one thing, like, do you start sweating in doctor's offices?
No,
I hate doctor's offices.
Oh, I don't.
I start sweating the minute I get in there.
So nope. For me, a doctor's office is the most comfortable I'll ever be in my life because I like being worked on. I've told you this. I like getting a haircut. I like going to the doctor. I like
getting a haircut too.
I like going to the dentist. I like going and having somebody check on me. I like the chiropractor, right? Like I like all of those things that somebody's like, oh, let's check your heart. Let's check your lungs. Because I feel better the second I'm done. And I don't get anxious on if it's bad.
No.
I just am like, oh, tell me the news, doc. You know.
Because when I was bigger and playing, I'd like have the blood pressure, like probably high blood pressure. I don't even know what the numbers are, but like now that I've come back down, as long as I don't go out the night before or eat a big steak or anything like that, it's good. But I think that's the thing I worry about.
You worry about the blood pressure?
I do, because it's been high in the past, but I was probably not in the best
mine's
physical
like dialed.
shape.
Mine's dialed right on the nose.
But it was good. I'm good today.
Okay, that's great. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I'm really glad about that.
Thank you.
Do you want to do some trivia?
Yeah, quick.
Okay, let's do some. Well, what
You
are we
want to
running
continue
on time?
last week's?
Yeah, no. Let's do a little bit of trivia just so we can do a trivia episode. We gave people a lot today. We let people under the curtain today on a lot of topics. Yep. Hit us with it, Max. And then
so
they won't be hearing this live, obviously, but I'm assuming we're going to shoot a little video tonight. We're going to do some stories tonight from the red carpet.
Yep.
So okay, go ahead.
So this was what we tried to do with David last week, and we didn't go through all of them. So again, just a refresher.
Just a couple?
Yep, just a few.
Are we just going to shout it out?
No, so
We'll go one.
We'll go 1 and 4. So I had
1 and 4.
1 and 4.
Did you say 1
back and
4?
forth?
Back and
and
forth.
1 and rules.
Right.
1 point for each correct answer.
Is there more than just video, or more than just video sounds?
It's just movies, sports movies right now.
Did you do any other trivia?
I did.
Us? Okay, good. All right,
Yep,
let's
but
go.
Dan's on a short day today. I don't
No,
know.
I'm not on a
He
short
wants
day.
to keep
I
it
just
quick.
no, I
got
just
plenty of time.
Oh, okay.
right.
I'm not on a short day.
So 1 point for each correct answer. No shouting out. It's going to go back and forth, but you can steal. Mm-hmm. Half a point for a steal.
Okay.
What was that?
Half.
I
don't know.
Was that my throat?
Was that your stomach?
might have been my stomach.
Was that your stomach?
I picked that up too.
That might have been my stomach.
That came out through your mouth, though. It's like, feed me. Sounded like
I think that was my stomach.
sounded like a ghost or something like that.
Is that going to pick up?
Yeah, I picked it up too.
Oh my God. That's not good. That's not good. I'm sweating now. It's hot in here. All right, let's go.
All right, and then extra half a point for naming the character that said it.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to try it. I plugged the computer in, so we'll just try it right now. And if not, we'll cut it.
Rudy.
Yeah, I guess we didn't establish a order.
Oh.
So yeah,
Dan's and
right.
then, do you know who said it?
Yeah, it's the
I don't know if he has a name.
it's the janitor.
Yeah, it's a janitor.
I don't know the name of the janitor.
What's the best part about the janitor? It's a great GIF too, GIF, whatever you want to call it. When he's standing there.
Oh,
he gives
the
him
clap. The clap. Yeah.
It's the hardest clap
Yeah.
you've ever seen. Yeah. All right, let's go. My turn.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it's Talladega Nights.
Oh,
If you ain't first, you're last. It's the guy. He's Uncle Rico in another thing.
It's
but
the
I
dad.
can't remember. Yeah, it's the dad of Ricky Bobby, Mr. Bobby.
yeah. So it's the janitor count too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd give you
okay.
that.
All
I'd give you that.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Jerry Maguire.
Good one. Great movie. I like the ambassador of Kwan. I like that quote. You're my
Cuba
ambassador
Gooding
of
Jr.?
Kwan. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's dodgeball, and it's the guy.
It's
it's
the
the
guy
coach
in
in the
the-
wheelchair with.
He's got a pirate
Can't remember his
patch.
name. Yeah, he's got all the clothes on. Yeah, he's wild.
Can you give the name?
Coach.
Mr. McGillicuddy or something.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Patches. Yeah, that's it. I knew it was
okay.
something
All
Irish. Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to give you that one because that one's a popular name.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Tough one.
Tough Max. Okay.
Dan?
I got Jerry
I can
Maguire.
uninvite you to
I
that
got
Top
Jerry
Gun.
Maguire and Jerry Maguire.
that's hard. Yeah.
Thanks, Max. Hoosiers. Jimmy Chitwood.
The greatest of all time quote. And like,
Jesus.
I can't watch those 2 minutes without goosebumps.
Goosebumps and
ripping
bawling.
off of my skin.
No, it's phenomenal.
Like it's
Norman Dale.
remember when they all stand up?
Oh yeah,
said
it's like
this, I think, 5 times
what's
in
wrong?
this
What's wrong
podcast.
with you guys? What's wrong? What's the matter
They
with you?
look at him. Look at I'm getting the goosebumps right now. I'll make it.
I'll make the Hoosiers top 5.
Yeah, hit me with it, Max.
Oh yeah. I got it.
Boys have learned as much from me this year as I've learned as much. Okay, remember the Titans?
Yes,
And it's Coach Yost.
that was a good
Yeah.
one. Yost was a good call.
Yost! Put my son back in.
Left side, strong side.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
All right, this is the last one I have.
All right.
Take it.
Oh, League of Their Own.
I know the name.
Do you know the name?
Yep.
Oh God, I feel like his name should be like Jim.
Don't say it, Max.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. League of Their Own.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
All right, what's his name?
Jimmy Duggan.
Jim. I said Jim.
Yeah.
All right.
With the steal, that would even it up.
Yeah. So it's
Ah,
even.
well.
Okay. All right. What's another piece that you have?
I was going to do something similar, but with music.
Do it. Hit it.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
Okay.
I'm just going to try to play
This
the
is good.
first
Part of the song.
second of the song.
So
and then
there,
hit pause.
you know, Wordle. We were going crazy with Wordle with.
I still
McKellar.
do that. Though.
Do you?
Yeah.
For
I
the
love it.
brain?
Yeah, I still do it.
I have a tough time doing it still. My brain is done. Hurdle, though, is a new one where they play a second and then 2 seconds and then 3 seconds. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
So this one's going to be 80s classics.
Okay. All right, Max.
Are you going
Oh,
first?
the viewers are going to love this.
You going first?
I'll go first. Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to take
Maybe you'll
I'll
stop
take
sweating.
on the board
Okay,
here.
go. Am I sweating?
Glistening.
You are too.
Oh
Your
yeah.
eyes.
I'm sweating my balls off right now.
Why is it so hot in here?
So hot in here.
I almost went and did the walk before this.
Drowning.
I would have been drenched. Drenched.
You ready?
Yep. Turn around. Every now and it's the Dan band or something like that.
Old school soundtrack.
Yeah, it's old school. It's not a real song, right?
That
It's
is.
Turn Around.
Yes, it
is.
is.
It the Dan band or something?
It's a real.
That's the
no.
that's the bad
No,
version.
no,
Journey?
it's a real song.
Journey.
It's a real song.
It's a real song.
Turn Around by The Journey.
No.
Dan?
Okay, can you play it some more?
No, we got the song.
I know. I just want to buy in time. Can I hear it in a sentence? Turn around.
Every now
Yeah.
and then again.
That is Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's right.
Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
By the way, I am right though. That is also the Dan band, but I didn't get it because they're the ones that remember they.
They're the
mixed it,
cover
like,
band. They're- yeah.
Every now and then I see the fucking look in here, and they he looks up.
Yes,
at the
you could
dancing.
you could rent those guys out still. I
Yeah,
think.
they're like an actual wedding band.
Yeah.
All right, hit us with another one, Max. Let's dance. Let's see.
What is it?
That was it.
Jesus.
I'll give you another second.
I've got it. It's Take on Me,
Yep.
and is it
You were
Aha?
right. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Mine again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come to me.
Oh.
Van Halen jump.
Yep.
Ooh, this is good, Max.
Fuck sings that
That's a
song.
tough one. I know this one.
Jitterbug.
No, that is
Hup, hup.
not it.
Oh, is that Wham?
It's
Wham.
It is.
It's Wham. Wham.
what's the
George
song?
Michael.
But it's the song is
Wham.
it's something about sunshine or something.
Sunshine in My Heart.
It's in
Sunshine in My Heart by Wham.
Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
Wham.
All right, I'll
go.
take a half a point on that.
Give me one.
Oh.
Yeah, Jesse's Girl by Bob Seger.
No.
Not by Bob Seger. By, you pick. It's Jesse's Girl.
It's Jesse's Girl. It's by...
It's not Bob Seger. It's, who is it?
The name.
It's a fucking good song.
It's a person.
Oh, John Mellencamp.
Nope.
Yeah, it's John Mellencamp.
No, it's not John Mellencamp.
It's not?
It's not. You were closer
Rick
with Bob
Springfield.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn it.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
Yep.
Ooh, nice one, Dan.
Thank you.
All right, mine.
It's my favorite song.
Simple Minds by it's Forget It. No, You Forget About Me. Simple Minds by Simple Minds sings it. Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me. Yeah, got it. I was thinking it was.
That was a good one.
All I can think of is Breakfast Club.
In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins.
Yes, love that song.
Come on, you only need one note on that one. Africa, Toto.
Land Down Under.
Yeah,
by
Land Down Under
by
Africa.
Is it by Africa still?
Africa. Land Down Under.
By the way, that's Toto, I think. Here.
Toto's Africa. Land Down by Under is the
They're not
women go and men under.
Men at Work.
Shit. This is great. Oh, I know that one.
Go do it again.
I got it.
I don't have that one.
It's Queen, and it is Radio Gaga.
Radio Gaga. That's a good one. Radio Gaga. Oh,
It's you.
it's one or the other.
It's
80s though, right?
Yeah.
Is it MC Hammer? Oh,
I know it.
What's the other one?
It's Rick James, Super Freak.
Yep.
Is that the same MC Hammer song though?
Yeah, same beat.
Okay.
No, you're thinking also too, but
Vanilla Ice
also stole
Under Pressure.
Under Pressure by David Bowie and Queen.
Correct.
That's right. I'm ready, Max. Da, 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 da. I know this. Da, da.
Time After Time.
No. Is it?
Time After Time. And it is.
You already had her, too.
Cyndi Lauper.
Is that Time After Time? Mm-hmm. What song was I thinking of? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Apparently, I'm a big Cyndi Lauper fan.
Cyndi Lauper.
Jesus.
All right, a couple more.
Come on.
Mellencamp.
Yeah, that's Mellencamp. That's what's the song though?
Little Ditty Bout.
Jack and Diane.
Yep. All right, last one.
Okay, is this me? Yeah,
Another one
bites
the
the
dust.
dust. Queen.
Good one to end on.
Yeah, good one.
All right, cool.
Okay. All right, what an episode.
Hey,
wow.
We're gonna
I'm sweating.
We're gonna weigh in next week too. We're gonna tell our weights
I'm gonna say it out loud.
out loud.
Ooh, that's nerve-wracking.
Out loud every time we come in here now. It's gonna be episode whatever.
Can't wait to come in.
I
here.
weigh. My name is Tip Fairchild, and I weigh this.
Okay.
My name is
So
Dan
what
Copen,
are your big events again?
And
So
I
you have
I have a 3-day member guest.
3-day member guest on June 22nd. I have a 20th class reunion on July 9th.
And we have July 15th.
July 15th wedding.
July 15th.
Is that legal to say?
Yeah, sure.
Can we invite everybody to the after party?
Of course.
All the listeners? Okay. I'm sure we'll have enough room. And then what else do we have?
Open bar.
What else do we have? I got Club Championship, end of July.
I got the rest of my life. That's what I have.
Okay, good. All right. We got things to get ready for. Okay.
Let's get it.
Out.
Later.
All-Star Prime is brought to you by Squad Locker. Squad Locker is your one-stop shop for custom team apparel, delivered right to your front door. Learn more by visiting squadlocker.com.